Hi, I'm Jeff Murrow. I want to welcome you to True Texas History, where today I'm going to be talking about the Anti-Texas Legion. This is probably a group that many of you have never heard of, and it was formed for the sole purpose of preventing the annexation of Texas. There were some movers and shakers in high society in the Northeast that did not want Texas to join the United States. They brought up all kinds of arguments and brought in all kinds of people to push this agenda. And most people have never heard of the Anti-Texas Legion. If you look into the membership of it, and I'll read you a few names here. It's almost like a list of every socialist and radical and spiritualist and all kinds that existed in those days. The 21st century does not have a log on having strange, extreme views. Back in the 1840s, there were quite a few. Like you've got Robert Owens, the father of socialism in the UK, and the first person who tried to set up a commune and communism here in the United States. You had John Quincy Adams. Santa Anna, nice, wholesome guy. He was a member of polite society in New York City and Washington, D.C. when he was against Texas, and he was. This whole anti-slavery society, the Grimke sisters, and the Tappan brothers. Now, in True Texas History, I talked about Benjamin Tappan, who was a senator who some of the secret documents related to the annexation of Texas, he leaked them to the press with the intention of trying to torpedo the efforts of annexation. Now, Benjamin Tappan is also known for being one of the applicants for a federal judgeship that was denied. People thought his views were a little too extreme, but history kind of sweeps that under the rug. Now, I don't know if it was sour grapes or not, but now he was not a member of the Anti-Texas Legion, but his two brothers were. And some of the people that were associated with the Anti-Texas Legion were all like Seward's wife and a few others that were very involved with some of these liberation and social reform movements. Let you know who your enemies are, in terms of Texas and freedom and liberty. And some of their literature, it's interesting, they would have this vivid imagery of the eagle and the snake, and they felt like, Mexico is a noble country, and the eagle represents freedom, and that snake is Texas. And because Texas is vile and deceitful, and, they also had, group images of Greek goddess type figures being drawn in a chariot driven by snakes. For some reason they wanted to associate snakes with Texas. Now, I know we have our share of snakes, but I don't consider them our national symbol by any means. But I wanted to go ahead and let you know about the Anti-Texas Legion, because many times you can tell a lot about the character of people, not just by who they associate with, but who's opposed to them. And many times we don't bother looking at the associations and the opposition to Texas annexation. And there was a considerable amount of it. That's why they had to go about it in the way they did, because it didn't work when they attempted to do it via treaty through the Senate. So they had to find some other ways. Anyways, I'll have to do a whole episode on annexation sometime and go into those details. But I wanted to make you aware of this group, since this is the anniversary of Benjamin Tappan's censure for having leaked the secret negotiations concerning the annexation of Texas to the press. So, I mean, for a high government official to leak secret proceedings is nothing new. It just says something about the caliber of those people back in those days and today. Now, I have been populating the YouTube site with some of my old videos. I encourage you to go ahead and subscribe. It was a suggestion to go ahead and put them up, and I worked out the technical details, and they are available. So, you know, rather than having to go back through all the ones here on the Facebook page, you can go there to YouTube and pick and choose what you want to see. But I want to go ahead and thank you for tuning in, and if you have any questions, concerns, feel free to leave them below. I'll be glad to address them, and until next time, this is Jeff Murrah wishing you vaya con Dios, my friends. Goodbye.